guys, hello. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Guys, real quick before we get started, I want to say hello. My name is Frank Gallows. And I stream every day, guys, or as often as possible, folks. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link to my channel, description of the video. Love to have some more live watchers, right? Trying to build the channel up. So you'll be seeing more videos as usual, as well as some more original stuff. You know, aside from just restreams and stuff like that, right, guys? So tonight we're gonna be playing Elder Scrolls Online, leveling the Necromancer. We are in the Blackwood chapter, so we're gonna just keep going with what we're doing here. Is the basic story mode, and yeah, we're gonna get back into it. We do have a bunch of champion points put in already. What we're gonna do is get our speed up by one. Right, that's the plan right now, guys. That's what we're doing. And where did we leave off, guys? We have to warn the counselor. Right, that's what we have to do. That's where we left off last time. So, where are they? Why can I not see them? Why don't we check the journal? That's the easiest way. Okay, there we go. We're actually, we're actually right there. Almost there, guys. We're doing it. There's something don't feel right here. I feel like okay. We also have to do a lot of the side quests before we finish this like main story parts, because we're gonna need to build up.
Over here, initiate.
It's for like storyline purposes, basically. That's what I'm getting at. We did build up our horse a little bit, right? So you can see the speed is not too fast. We're not even level 10 yet. Once we hit level 10, we're gonna do like a PvP match or two. Basically, that way we can get a skill off of the PvP line. If you guys didn't know, when you start PvPing, you'll get two new skill lines to level up. Right, and some of them do work in PvE. So that's what we're gonna need.
Mercenary, you've returned. Everly's attempting to breach the barracks. Go!
So he wants us to go to the barracks, huh?
The waking flame cultists created a distraction. And like raw
We can do that.
recruits, both
We
Everly
can
and I
do that.
fell for it.
Also, guys,
As soon as we left the
I know I
castle,
said it. I know I
they
said it a little bit
swore
earlier,
the
but I
place
do
and
apologize if you hear a lot of
barricaded
background
themselves
noise. First of all, I live in the city, and second of all, I don't live alone. I don't live alone, and I'll be completely blunt. The people that I live with are not very respectful. So we just gotta kind of deal with it right now. Does he? I will admit I've only seen Shrek about one time with my lady, but I can see it. Prince Charming, huh?
I'm not sure. By the time we realized
But yeah, for the meantime, guys, right, just bear with me with the background noise. We're gonna get like some soundproofing in and stuff like that. Hopefully for the next couple of weeks or so. We're working on building up like the space that I'm in. It won't look anything great, right? But it'll be adequate for what we need to do.
What? Are you certain?
So he just wants us to go help, right? We're gonna find the Miss Sharp Arrow over here.
Steady. Wait for it. Now we can go in.
Necromancer is a great class, by the way, guys.
You're here.
Keep in mind if you're interested in this class in particular, he is a premium class. You would have to buy him.
Oh, thank Ifra you're back. Captain Rian and I, they tricked us. Vandacia, that traitor. Yes.
And we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna help the people out. I do think that we're gonna need to do the side missions like pretty soon, though. Judging from where we're at in the story, it looks like we're getting close. Hopefully we didn't get too far.
Hurry! We need to reach the counselors.
Oh damn. We also should make sure we check on the bookshelves, like not just the cabinets, right? Because
I can't believe Van Dacia
our space is
told
kind of
us
at a premium.
that he's in charge of these fanatics.
But the bookshelves, because you want to learn like skills and stuff like that, you do have a chance to learn things when you use your bookshelf. All right.
Van Dacia,
Here's something
how
funny
could
that's
you?
gonna happen.
Valeria, with everything at stake, how could I?
Counselor Valeria, no!
There she goes. Bye bye.
They're coming for us.
I actually really like this Blackwood story. Like this part of it, at least, I never got to finish the complete. You know, because there's like, they drop like a couple of DLCs between chapters, right? So, but I did like this Blackwood story. Oh crap! Hold on one thing.
Baragon, when did you get here?
I came as soon as word arrived from Councillor Leviticus. I was with him when the cultists attacked, but we got separated.
We have to find Leviticus. Come with us, brother. We need to stick together.
Okay, so we're gonna go on our own. Oh crap! Oh, I guess she's still with us. Also, gotta remember that we do have Mary as well. I've been playing on the PC a lot lately, and I don't have the DLCs yet, so I'm like companionless, basically I'm maidenless.
What do you think of these acorns?
This blast bones does much damage, guys. I'm sure you guys realize it. It does the big numbers. I do think we have to level it up too. Oh no. Yeah, we do have to level it up. But we have the morph already. Which is a good thing. There we go, we got enchanting to level 2. And we gained disco and enchanting. Pretty good. There's a brave soldier over here fighting a Daedra. But they're locked in eternal combat because they're in a cutscene. Always fall for that.
Counselor Valeria. Dead.
Oh, was that the Daedra he was fighting?
Leviticus.
Oh no, there goes the there goes the counselor. She's well done, guys. Are you okay? It's sad, I guess. She'll be alright though. Someone's gonna hit her with a heal spell. Off scene.
Fantasia, you traitor.
Always gonna choke slam him.
I will finish what the Longhouse Emperor started, Leviticus. I will set loose the power of the four ambitions. Lord Dagon, hear your high priest. Send forth a champion to destroy these
Oh, it's a Goro.
Don't worry about me. Deal with that creature. Counselor Leviticus, you're alive. Let me get you out of here and somewhere safe.
Vandacia. The bastard fooled us all.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
Friend of my sister.
Alright.
Come.
That was
speak
pretty
with
easy,
me.
huh? Mostly it's because I know what I'm doing, right? I will stress this when I got back into the game. I already knew that I had started going like in a lot of other MMOs. I started going like tank and stuff. Just because I had an easier time, so I did look up like best tank class or tank class ESO, and then they told me to use Dragonite. And I suffered through raising that Dragonite. I just didn't like his playstyle. It's a very powerful class, right? Most of them are pretty good. But I had a miserable time doing it. But the point is, I kind of know what I'm doing in this chapter in particular.
Despite the gravity of the situation, you should know that I'm not sure. I only translated a small bit of the code before the assault began. It mentioned Argonian, perhaps? It sounds like it, but I'm not sure. I haven't reported to
That's something you
Councillor
shouldn't do,
Leviticus
guys. Right? You
yet.
definitely shouldn't
Since it looks like you let Councillor
just pick the
Leviticus
meta
know what I
class
deciphered from
or
the
whatever.
document.
Right?
The
Pick
vault
something
that
that's fun
protects
for
them
you,
is
and that goes for a
hidden
lot
in
of
rock.
a lot of
Wish
games.
I had been able to finish.
Unless you're extra sweaty.
Obvious.
Right? Unless you're
I
extra
was
sweat.
an adventurer myself back in the day. I imagine he didn't think I
Oh
had
my
time.
God! Shut up.
Vandacia will pay. I swear it.
Counselor Leviticus.
Vandacia. A high priest of Mehrunes Dagon.
Oh, it was Mehrunes Dagon.
Has he
Hey, wasn't he in his own?
cultist all these
Didn't they have a
years?
whole game with him in it?
I failed to see the signs, and now the counselors. They're all dead. Yes, of course. A sanctuary.
Are they ever gonna make another Elder
Elder
Scrolls?
Dark Brotherhood
They must
wasn't
be, huh?
involved in the plot to murder us. It's worse than that. Vandacia wrestled the documents you acquired from the other counselors away from the scribe. Once he translated Ojel Bach, if the term
Alright, so we need to talk to Emily.
Damn. I can't believe Vandacia is a traitor and a cult leader.
I hear you.
And
I
he
hear
killed
you.
Valeria. Almost killed Leviticus. He's been ahead of us Alright, we have a plan.
We did get a bow
In the meantime,
and a skill point, so I don't mind
the
it.
information from the former counselor.
And I think we gained the
points to
level as well.
Argonian location. No.
So we're just gonna need to do some stuff. Okay, we did get. Oh, we're level 10. We can do PvP. Oh, and we have our Soul Shriven and Cold Harbor. That is like the actual year 1 storyline. It's not too bad, and if you guys are starting out, you might want to do it. There's like 24 skill points you could get by doing the whole thing, I think. Like 12 to 24. I forget how much exactly. Let's check on our orc skills. So this is another reason why we went orc. So we went orc for 2 reasons, right? Technically, my class that I always pick is Argonian, but we did go orc specifically because of this, right? There's 2 reasons, but this is the first reason. It's unflinching rage, increase max health, and when you deal damage, you get a little bit of life back, right? It goes up for every level you do, right? So once you get to like the 3 out of 3, it'll be even more health, which is just a nice little thing to have if you're PvPing. The second one is Swift Warrior, so increase weapon and spell damage, but the reduced sprint cost and a speed bonus, and that's also good for PvP. So two races have that: the Wood Elves and the Orcs. The Orcs also come with this built in, though, right? Like the health regen. It can only occur every 4 seconds, right? But you can stack it with like armor and passives. or other passives. So he's not bad for PvP if you could get over like the way they look, which I'm sure some people like. And we get our dungeon finder, right? We get our basic stuff. What I think we will do, let's see what we can, if there's anything we could get. So we're going to need a couple of things if we're going to be doing a lot of PvP, right? Bone Goliath is pretty good. But for PvE, you kind of want Frozen Colossus. And you want to morph it, right? So you want a specific morph. But we're set for now, right? Because we're going to PvP just to basically get a couple levels out. That is what I think we're going to do right now. Hopefully we get in there pretty quickly. I would like to talk to... I guess we gotta talk to her.
No.
So we gotta go to Gideon. We're not quite there yet, guys. PvP is a little bit brutal, right, people? Especially on the Xbox community. I'm not sure how it is on PC in general for like most things, but Xbox community is very toxic. Very evil community. Very evil. Not just in Elder Scrolls, just in general. Right? I think that's a fact that's been around. You know, that's something that's been around since the old Xbox days. Is just bad community. Right? People have their clicks and all that kind of stuff. We're not gonna sit around and wait for the queue because it obviously is gonna take a minute. It looks like. Man, who knows who's going to be on right now. It's 8 something at night over here. 10 to 9. I'm not sure when the peak hours are for this game. Especially in PvP. Especially in low level PvP on top of that. We can travel somewhere though. We need to get to Gideon. Unfortunately the screen I'm looking at is very small. I see it. Okay. Okay. So technically we could just go here. Right, and then we'll just backtrack. Our horse is really slow though. Here we are, we're in the governor's mansion. Take a look at this bookshelf. Did I miss something? I feel like I might have missed something. So what we're doing right now, guys, is we're kind of just doing the story until the queue pops. And then when the queue pops, I do think that we will have to do some of these side stories. Not side stories, like side missions.
Gideon will help. Counselor Vondacia, a traitor and a Daedric cultist. I can't believe he had us all fooled for so many years. But that's a matter for another time. Counselor Leviticus was right to send you to me. In Argonian, Ojel Bach roughly translates, the Sulzan are a savage people, Nagas who revere the forces of death.
Right. I got you. Let's let's continue with the mission, please. Oh, okay. So PvP is random. I don't really get to necessarily pick the match I want to pick. There used to be like straight deathmatch, which was a lot of fun to level up your character pretty quickly. Unfortunately, they took that out because I guess a lot of people were having fun and they said, no fucking fun for you, kiddos. Suffer. And so now we're suffering. Like a lot of games, PvP is pretty neglected here. Even though I do think PvP is fun, right? It's neglected by the devs from what I hear. I haven't been in the game long enough to confirm or deny that. we're doing domination, guys. It's pretty straightforward. We just have to like capture flags and hold them. Pretty much.
The enemy will tremble before our might.
We are not going to do good though because we're very low level. Okay, so we control this, right? We are purple, it looks like. So you want to defend it. We need a couple flags, though. We can't just hang on to this one. It's not how it's going to work. Looks like they're fighting over there. So let's see if we can grab a flag over here. Unfortunately, like I said, we are in a tough spot because we're very low level, and we are playing with randoms, so we might not get that much support. Right, we're gonna be running around like chickens with no heads. Right there, there you go. Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dragon Knights are pretty strong. He's also level 44, as you can see, right? So the best thing I can do is basically try to team up with somebody and be in the background, like throwing blast bones at people. I'm not really made. Not at this point, where I'm not really made to go one-on-one with somebody. That's the best we can do, though. So I do see him out there. Dragon Knights are actually very strong guys, right? It's just I don't like their playstyle in particular. Most of the classes, if you really like, you know your class, etc., 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 right? But we'll leave him there. Yeah, we're gonna leave him there because it looks like that's where he wants to be. And we're gonna try to basically give our buddy some support here. They're all fighting. Seemed like it might have been a bad idea in retrospect. Regardless, win or lose, we do get experience for this. You do get gear, win or lose, which is also good. It's mostly PvP related gear. You know, some of it you can make work for PvE. Not really recommended. As you guys can see, though, like it's very rough here. The enemies are pretty high leveled. Well, our opponents are pretty high leveled, so we're not gonna be able to do much of them. Yeah. But we need to just get these matches out. At least 2 of them. Hopefully, if we get 1 in and we get a decent amount of experience, we should be okay. Let's see where my teammates are. Looks like they might be over here, so we're gonna give them some support. They're probably up there. We're just chasing them off. Looks like we have a pretty decent chance, right? There's a few strategies you can do, right? One is like just be annoying and make enemies chase you. That way everything is unprotected, right? And then someone could go around grabbing flags and holding nodes and stuff like that. My best bet is to like team up with somebody. Try to disrupt them. Right, you can see that Dragon Knight is caught up trying to kill somebody, and that's not how you win this match. You win this match by holding nodes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to win the match. It really doesn't matter what we do now. We just kind of try to hold on to a victory as long as we can. Right, you can waste all the time in the world, but we're just gonna... There we go. We actually won. It was more of the team doing all the work, right? We were just along for the ride. But it's important to get PvP out, especially because there's two skull lines in there. We're gonna take a look at them right now. And what you get from that, you just get the assault skill line and you get the support skill line, right? Two very good trees. So the main reason you want it, like say you don't PvP at all, there's a couple of reasons you do want these trees. And if you really don't want it, right, like you can get like the first couple things in there and it might help your PvE out. In the assault tree, the thing you want the most is continuous attack. It's a passive, guys, right? By the way, you only need 1 point in it. Only need 1 point. And as you can see, what it does is it gives you major gallop at all times. That's the reason you want it for PvE. Increases your mount speed by 30%. Right, and especially if you're starting out, if you're new, if you don't have your mount speed leveled up, if you don't go to the cash shop and get like the 60 into mount speed, you're gonna want this. All you need to do is put 1 point, right? Because you can see the next rank you do, it doesn't really give you anything that you would actually need. Right, so that's why you want it. There's a couple other reasons you want to actually max out the tree. You want Warhorn, right, which is a buff for everybody. You know, you can work it in if you're coordinating with a team. That is an ultimate, by the way, guys. And then there's some really good skills here, right? There's Vigor, which is a heal, as you can see. I do think when you morph it, you can heal your other buddies. Rapid Maneuver is a speed buff, pretty good. Caltrops, if you're tanking, is really good. And what you do is you just drop caltrops all over the floor. If you guys don't know what caltrops are, they look like little sharp jacks. That's the best way I could describe them, like jumping jacks. I don't think that's even a thing anymore in this world. But Google jumping jacks, right? Google caltrops. You'll see what they are. They're like sharp little jacks that you can throw on the floor, and they just it makes people slow. It makes enemies slowed, and there's like a DOT kind of, right? As long as they're standing in it. It's good for tanking. Good for PvP. Good for PvE if you need like a filler. And there's like, you know, there's some good moves in here. You can use these for PvE and PvP. Support, I don't really get much out of this, right? It looks like it's more for like kind of open world PvP. Right, there's like cryo and stuff like that. I don't go in there too much. You can see there's magic shields, right? There's barrier, which I think a lot of healers actually have on them, and they pop quite often in PvP. I do think when you morph it, it heals everybody. There's Siege Shield, which shields the siege, the siege equipment. Right, Purge is a cleanse. Guard is pretty good. I've seen some people run guard and just do a crap ton of healing if they're doing like Chaos Ball. And Revealing Flare is pretty good if you're fighting a lot of Night Blades. Right, so, but you definitely want the Assault. Right, you definitely want Rapid Maneuver. At the very least, guys, if you just want to do that. It'll take you like 2 PvP matches at the most if you're like, if you lost the first one. So you should be okay. I think we're just gonna continue with the story now. You know, if you guys want, you can always stop and do a bunch of PvP matches and get your levels up. You will be suffering for a while unless like you're in a group. You know, like a pre-made group. But even then, at this kind of level, like you're still gonna suffer a little bit. That reminds me, we did get a couple of levels. Right, let's see what we can get here. Okay. Okay, both of these are good, right? Frozen Colossus is actually really good. And Bone Tyrant is pretty good, especially in PvP. Especially if you're a class that gets, like, their supercharge a lot. Or, like, a race, right? Because I think Imperials get, like, they get a cost reduction for all their skills, and, there's another race, I'm not sure which one exactly, so I don't want to steer you guys wrong. But the more damage they take, the more ultimate they gain. So we have to go to Zol's. Let's see, it's all the way down there. Do you guys see that? We're just gonna... Oh, let's take a look at the horse, right? Because he's not a lot faster, but do you guys remember how slow he was before now? Like, you can see the speed is not too much, but it's very noticeable. And you know, like on top of the speed leveling, right? Every day you can increase the speed by 1 until you get to 60. You'll see a significant increase. But this is way better than what we had before. And it's quite a trek. I do think we actually have to stop and do some of these side missions though, unfortunately. So I know there's one up around here. Just a bit. Trust me, when you're playing, right, you can definitely feel the difference. It like sometimes, well, when you first get your horse, it feels like you're in molasses, basically, right? You won't even notice until you see other people riding by you.
Leave it to an outsider. Hail, dry skin. Not sure where your feet are taking you, but if it's to the shrine down the road, I suggest you reconsider. Niswo Somars has... Now, I don't know any details, but I heard that a visiting explorer and her manservant did something terrible.
So here's a side
inside the
mission.
local Zanmir. Unleashed a curse. Calls herself Lady Clarice.
I don't know if we want to do this one in particular. This one is, I'll be honest, like some of the missions aren't too great. This is kind of a slower one.
You must have more time on your claws than I do.
This is definitely kind of a slower one. We should do one with like a little bit more combat. They are side missions though, right? So they're not meant to be amazing. I will say that. I'm kind of thinking if we should head more towards this area over here. We could easily go down here and see if there's another mission. Wait. I have an idea. Okay. We're gonna run back.
Off we go.
We're gonna run back to town, guys. I'll be honest, it's been surprisingly quiet tonight too. Like, there's gonna be certain nights where you hear like a lot of sirens and stuff like that. You know, just general ambiance. It's not the best. This way. It's been quieter than usual. I'm okay with it. There's gonna be really bad nights though where I don't know what we're gonna do. We'd have to think of something. So I do think what we can do is you see this right here? It's a delve. It's also part of a story mission. Also not of a story mission, it's also a side mission, right? So we're gonna see if anybody needs help over here. Looks like they do.
Hello. Can you come over here and help me? You look like a hardy soul, unconcerned with the prospect of death by trick, trap, or misadventure. How do you feel about helping a defenseless scholar from Gideon unearth a little history from Undertow Cavern? Oh, and can you swim?
You kind of want to do these things, by the way.
Have
Wait,
you
delves
heard of
especially
Fablebond the
because if you haven't done the whole
Magnificent? He was
area,
a
there's
famous
usually like a
Nibbenese
Sky Shard and
Minotaur
maybe
hunter,
like a
but
Mage's
his
Guild
final
book.
resting place
The
was lost
DLCs
to
don't
time.
really have that many
After
Mage's
years
Guild
of
kind of
searching,
books.
I
Like they
think
do
I
have
finally
ones from
found
the
the
story,
site of Fablebond's
right? But it's not
mausoleum.
extra. Once you hit like the level cap, you're pretty much good. And when I say the level cap, guys, by the way, I mean like the level cap for the Mage's Guild, which is 10.
I hope to recover proof that this is
That's a whole
Fablebond's
nother
tomb. His
long
armor, helm, and sword
freaking
look too
quest.
nicely, but I didn't know.
So we're gonna help her search the
Well, it
cavern.
would be.
Right. Let's move it along. I should also check my phone very quickly. Hold on, guys. Okay, alright.
Just the sort of place goblins love. Darksome, dank, and foul.
Also, guys, you don't have to copy my like playstyle, right? We're not using a very conventional build. You know, it's nowhere near complete, right? But if you're like leveling your guy up, you don't gotta do what we're doing here. You can spam like your blast bones. You can spam your wall elements, or you can do the flaming skull. I kind of know what build we're gunning for here, so it's gonna be on a very strict set of skills. We do have our ultimate. Oh, we can pop. So I think we'll pop that right. Oh no, enemies. There's a Minotaur over here. So Frozen Colossus is really good, right? We'll let that pop. Drop our ball. Frozen Colossus comes out. There's the big smash. Very good. You wanna level him up until he morphs, and then you can use the one with the debuff on him. I don't know if we'll make it to that morph in particular tonight. You can see the damage is pretty good. Damage pretty good, right? Minotaur dead. Oh, she's on my Argonium. It could have been swimming so much faster. Really? I just want to see what's on him. Oh, okay. Take that. We'll take that right there.
His armor shone by the light of moons or sun. It's just too bad Minotaurs are enraged by shiny objects.
It is too bad. It's unfortunate. There is Sky Shard in here somewhere. Hopefully we'll come across it and I won't forget. You see the person with me is actually helping me. They kind of just pop a shield for themselves. But I think that's why I'm here, right? Because they're not like a fighter. Also, guys, if you're in this chapter or if you're in any chapter and you have your companions, you might want to keep them out the whole time. They have to be out for you to get equipment for them. They just have to. You having them just in your inventory or whatever and not having them summoned, not really going to help you. Especially if they're not leveled, guys, right? If they're not leveled, you should probably whip them up.
It's all in your head. Keep fighting.
Pretty beastly ultimate.
Imagine how many times this helm saved the heroic Phalavon's head. Except that, the armor, helm, and sword are all badly damaged. Skeptics might say these could have belonged to anybody. We need to find Phalavon's horn. Phalavon's
So now we
horn
have to
of
find this horn.
magnificence was his greatest treasure. My grandmother.
Right, so that's what we're looking for.
I wonder.
Looking for the next item. It's all the way down here. To the north. Everybody got it. No, I think the Sky Shard is up around here somewhere. Skeever bit me. Oh no, there's a lot of them.
Did you hear that? Phalavon's horn.
She heard the horn. She heard it. There's the Sky Shard. Right, don't forget guys, you need 3 Sky Shards for 1 skill point. I'm not sure how many we have. We need 2 more. Okay. There's usually only 1 in each dog. Right, if you've never been there before. You have to stress that out. If you've been there, you can't really go back in there and run to the same spot. That's not how it works. And luckily our ally is really picking up the slack. If you're not running a pet class, like, and I'm not saying you need an ally, but it does make life a lot easier for you. But you don't gotta set them up as a DPS either. You can set them up as a healer, as a tank, you know, all that kind of stuff. Don't forget, guys, by the way, when you're opening chests in the world, as long as you have the space, just take everything. The reason I say that is because, say I only took the gold and I left the axe in there, that chest will remain unlocked, but it's only going to have the item that I left in there, right? You want the chest to basically disappear so it can respawn, so that someone else can find the chest and open it and get like a full set of items, right? Whatever it might be. Right, sometimes there's not even like an axe in there to sell. It'll be like a material that is worth 0
I'm
gold
sure I heard
if
the
you leave
horn
it in there.
this chamber. But who sounded it?
And here's the big room. I don't know what this guy's problem is. You're trying to help. We just let our blast bones get him.
That one put up a fight, didn't they?
Oh, what's the set item? What's the 5th item? When an enemy you have recently damaged dies, gain 10 ultimate and increase your HP recovery by 1062 for 10 seconds. We'll just grab it, right, just because. I do think the horn is over here. So there is a certain way these like delves work, right? I do think the boss drops like say there's overworld sets, right? Overworld sets are like armor sets. They're 5 pieces. As you can see, like we, for example, at the Bog Raiders, it gives you like a 5-piece bonus. When you call it an overworld set, that means that basically each piece of gear drops in a different part of the overworld. Bosses drop like waste and other items. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I forget which ones. I would have to Google it. Right, so you're not gonna find the waste in a treasure chest, right? You're gonna have to fight a boss in a delve somewhere to find that. Right, so just make sure the overworld set is something you want, and then this boss will respawn if I sit here long enough. Right, delves are basically public dungeons. You could just walk in them from the outside.
Don't mind getting a little wet.
So anybody could have just joined up if they were playing this story and they walked in. So you can sit here and farm them for a while if you want.
Finally, proof of Phaelivon's legend. I'll be the talk of Gideon once I bring these trophies home. And yet, I wonder, I want to take them back.
We do have a choice here. I don't think the choice affects the
once and
gameplay
for
at all.
That my family's story is true.
Usually I just have her destroy it.
Festivities await. But if these relics, especially the Horn of Magnificence, are dangerous, perhaps I shouldn't bring them home. You're right, of course. I will destroy the horn before it's
Wise
cursed.
choice.
We may be
Let me get
bruised,
the miniature
battered,
flavor.
and wet. I hope to see you. I shall.
And we can take a look at that. There you go. It's part of the Bog Raider set. Usually the story will give you like a piece of armor. That's a set. You can like level this up to like purple and gold if you wanted to. Keep in mind though that we are low level, so it's not really going to do us any good to purple and gold it. So we have some stuff there. Nothing much. Nothing much. That's one little storyline, right? They're pretty quick, usually. Except for the one that we came across earlier. It's kind of a slow drag. We did that one. I do think there's one going this way. I'm used to hoofing it.
Let's ride.
But we could break it up, right? Let's oh yeah. So when you finish your PvP match, by the way, guys, right? I know this is a little bit late, but you will get mail. And you can see we have champions prizes, rewards for the worthy. You get some gear out of here. You get some like runner-up prizes if you lose, by the way. Right, so we'll take all this stuff. You can actually view the attachment. Right, and take it. Or just take everything, and then we'll delete it all. Now, the good thing, like I said, is you do get gear out of there, right, guys? But the gear isn't specifically tailored for endgame PvP. But if you're kind of hurting for something and you need something like quickly to put on, you could just do a PvP match real quick and throw that gear on. Keep in mind, people will know if your gear is not their best, right? If you're like doing dungeons and stuff like that, they'll definitely feel the power, like the lack of power. So keep that in mind, guys. Right? Kind of try to help yourself out, help your friends out when you're in a group. It's gonna just take longer if you're in there with PvP gear. Yeah, you do get participation trophies, and trust me, you're gonna need them in PvP. Um, that said, let's take a look at the supplies, right? Because we're gonna have to open these bad boys up. We'll just open this other workers one. But you can see, since we did win, we got like some of the good stuff. Let's open this one first. So we have a set I've never seen before. Languor of Pyrite. Let's look at the 5-piece. When you deal 6%... Oh, you deal 6% increased damage to blocking players. When you deal light attack damage to an enemy that is immune to crowd control, apply Languor for 10 seconds. Blah blah blah. Debuff. Got it. We'll take it.
Wow. These outcomes
Ah,
are
rallying cry, huh? What's this, the shoulders? Leads, by the way, they're for a DLC we don't have. I can't really talk too much about it. Rallying cry. While Battle Spirit is active. I think Battle Spirit is something you get automatically in PvP, by the way. Critically healing yourself or an ally causes you and up to 11 group members. 11 group members, guys. Went 12 meters to gain weapon and spell damage, X amount. Critical resistance, X amount. For 20 seconds. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, but let's take a look at this purple gear. There used to be some really powerful sets in here. They kind of rotate them. Impregnable armor. So you get crit resistance, which is actually really good in PvP. I don't think it does you any good in PvE, right? But not bad. It is a lightning staff, so I think we'll just put that on. And then as far as like the armor and stuff goes, because we got the shoulders, right? I don't know if this is the case. If you're watching on YouTube, you could let me know. I do think you need to equip the gear at least one time so that you get it like into your style page. So just if you never had the gear before, put it on. That way when you're like customizing your outfit or whatever, there are outfit stations out in the world. You know, you'll have a nice selection of armor that you've picked up and you can use and dye and all that kind of stuff. Right, so we're just gonna do that really quickly because this gear nobody's gonna want to buy it. We might as well soul bind it to us and get the style out of it. The same goes for weapons. The same goes for staves and shields and all that. You know, so just do it. Just freaking do it, guys. Even if you're not gonna like, you know, I'm never gonna use a bow on this guy, but I might one day. You never know, right? So you might just want to put the bow on, right? You might want to put all this stuff on. You can see all that stuff there is to my left is been collected.
Experience the thaumaturgical prowess of a master.
So this guy does nothing for us, right? I think we came across him last time. He just makes his waste gold. We're just gonna say goodbye to him. And what I think we'll do is we'll like break it up, right? We'll do like one PvP match. We'll try to get one in. And we'll do the story in the meantime as well, the side missions. And hopefully we'll get him a pop. If not, that's also fine as well. It does look like there's a mission close by, actually. pirate's treasure message. I'm actually gonna have to read this because I feel like this is actually something I'm gonna have to find. Our chances are non-existent. The blue Amasu outpowers us and we're riding low in the water. I refuse to let my treasure fall into their hands. I leave that honor to you. Across the harbor from Leowen lies a waterfall. Follow the water to its source. Progress 90 paces southwards from the spring. Why? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. They're going to make me walk up a freaking waterfall and look for stuff.
I bet this place is full of interesting history. I should try looking it up later.
We'll save that for later, right? When I have like... I'll be honest, when I have like a map open or something, I can't be bothered. There are other missions here, though, where we get to actually fight stuff. Like, here we go. Here's something cool.
Border Watch isn't safe. Scout Iscaria.
What's in
Ivory
here?
Brigade Border Watch garrison. We're in desperate need of help.
Lucy Lawless with a scar. Xena.
There's a situation at the fortress. Hostages involved. Report to Commander Axe. Follow the road.
Yeah, well, well, we would help. Oh, deathmatch. Deathmatches are over pretty quickly, depending on how hard you get embodied, guys. Right, I'm sure you know that. Usually for these kind of matches, though, like say we have capture the flag and stuff like that, a really good ultimate is this Bone Goliath transformation. Become a horrific Bone Goliath, increasing your max health by X amount for X amount of seconds, right? Because that's going to change. We're going to pop that on. While transformed, damaging light attacks restore... Oh, your damaging light attacks restore health, and fully charged restore health. Scales off your max health. Right? Health. Pretty good. It's a pretty good move. You will need constant supercharges though, right? You can tank it out. If you're like all tanked up, by the way, it's gonna be extremely hard to kill you. You can see though the people here are like level 33 and 40, so my chances against them aren't gonna be the greatest. So we're gonna have to stick together. I'm gonna stick with this person because it looks like they know what they're doing. Although we have, it looks like a werewolf here, so it's going to be kind of hard to fight. Werewolves are extremely cheap in PvP, by the way, guys. I'm sure you, if you know anything about all the scrolls, you know this for a fact. Wow, they stole my kill. Oh, okay. Okay. We should all gang up on that werewolf, though. Yeah, he's hiding. See, werewolves have, like... They're very cheap, I'll be honest. Very cheap. We're not even going to focus on them. We're just going to focus on these people here. And here's my Bone Goliath transformation. So now I just get HP back the whole time. They're going to be hard-pressed to kill me. Right, we got sometimes for PvP you do got to be sweaty back. That's just an unfortunate law of nature. You got to fight sweat with sweat. Up and went down. We're gonna do our best though to try to win this. It's gonna be pretty rough though. And I kinda need my team with me. Oh, we got a kill. Let's sneakily make our escape. That's why these like blast bones are pretty good, is because You can see I can set it up and it'll just run all the way across the map and just kamikaze somebody. It does help if you have a hero, by the way, right? Definitely does help. Not that I think we have one, but I do have a couple heals to kind of hold off. Gotta try to be next to our teammates, so. Where's he going? This way. We can't really afford to... Okay. Our team is probably pretty strong, right? I'm not even... I don't know why I'm asking anything about them, right? Because I don't know. 33, 40... I think the level cap is 50 before they send you into like the level 50 PvP. But we do need to rack up kills, right? Because this is deathmatch. So let's try our best to get some kills in. You see, we kind of leave the people that want to be tanky and run away. We leave them to their own devices, right? We just pick off everybody else. They get stuff behind. Let me do my best to support my buddy here. It seems like that was a bad bad judgment call. We got stuck with a long timer too. If you're extra sweaty though, you can definitely go werewolf or like werewolf is probably the best thing you can do for PvP unless you're like a Necromancer. And then I could use my form. We gotta hang back a little bit. I'm trying my best to not like separate from too many people. It is a healer for sure, though. Wardens usually will heal. We're kind of wasting our time on this healer, but I don't want to leave my buddy hanging. Oh, we gotta run. Gotta run. We got stuck. Doesn't look like we're gonna win this one. We're gonna try though. I mean, I'm made to go head to head with somebody. Oh, with anybody actually. Looks like someone's down here, so what is he doing? There he is over there. And they got somebody else over here. You can see one of my teammates never got up. That's like that's kind of the things you have to deal with sometimes. They'll take like a long time to get up. They'll get up where, you know, they'll look at their phone, whatever. I know someone is here trying to hunt me down, so. Oh crap. Nobody saw that. Sometimes they just got your number. But we're very low level, so that's why I'm not really too bothered. Sometimes you gotta do stuff like that. You can see, like, they know it was a waste of time too, right? They moved on with their lives, and we live to get away. But we are kind of wasting our time with that person in particular. A lot of tanky characters in PvP. It's a lot of fun. It's more fun because, like, I've done this a million times, right? If you're really new, you're probably just gonna get, like, clawed to death and not know what's going on, basically. See what we can do here. Probably nothing. It's actually pretty close. Wait, I don't think I got that many kills. I don't want to, like, open the menu up. But we can take a look if I'm not button mashing. This is where we want I really want him dead. Oh, hey. Hello there. Because you know he's extremely tanky, like, I'm trying to get him for a while. Nothing on me. I tried though. I do think the cap for like deaths is 500 here, right? I mean the points you could get. So it looks like we are actually about to lose. This way. Yep. Oh, that's fine. We did get a bunch of deaths. We got some kills, we got some assists. Got a level. I forget, every time you did that, you do a match like that, it does raise your assault and support skill line. You get some experience. I'm getting dry, guys. You get some experience. Right, you get your participation trophies. Right, so you can see there's like battleground memorabilia. You can sell that. There's a belt here. It's not always the same items. We'll take it all. Or we'll take it all. And we did gain a level. Now we can cook food for the first time. Let's take a moment and look at that. He went on their amulet. Not bad. What is this in here? Rallying cry is staff. Take that. You need these to change your. Let's take a look. I forget the exact name of this, but you see how it says powered here? Right, you can change your, you can change those to other things. I don't want to get too into it because I don't know the exact words, right? But you can switch those around. And you are going to need some of those geodes. But if you're free to play, right, if you don't have like ESO Plus and stuff like that, your crafting bag will get pretty full. So don't worry too much about it if you're like a newer player. I wouldn't worry about it. We did gain a couple levels, guys, right? We are going to put Frozen Colossus back on. And, let's see. We have Death now. Your passives are pretty important too, right? So, you can see here, we have reusable parts. Right, it reduces our cost. It leaves a corpse on the floor. The corpse you can use as resources. So you want to cap that out. Death Knell is pretty good. Increases your critical strike chance against enemies that are under X amount of health. Right. For each Gravelord ability slotted. You can see the more Gravelord abilities you have, the higher your damage will be. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, it's important to look at your passives and see what you need from them. And just make sure you read the caveats, right? So this one you need a Bone Tyrant ability slotted, which you can put like one in there. Right, you should be okay. Right, that's pretty good for tanking. But we're trying to get to like Spirit Mender. We're trying to get to Skeletal Mage. So we're not really worried too much about that. We're pretty far off though. We're almost halfway there actually if you think about it in that perspective, right? Yeah, I was running pretty. Oh crap! Okay. don't be afraid to explore either, guys. Right? I do think you're kind of you have kind of like a hidden buff on you when you're low level, so you could deal with most of the enemies. You won't be dealing with like bosses, like overworld bosses or anything like that, unless you're in a group. But most of the enemies would be pretty easy to handle.
Did my
For the
send
most
you,
part,
or did
right?
you slip
You're not
past
gonna walk
unannounced?
all over them.
Either might do. Combination of magic, guile, and more than if you
But
want.
with some coordination, you might be able to get them down.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
I don't know if it's because I'm like still, you know, even though I know what I'm doing a lot of the time. For the most part, right? Like we're not like we're like super casual in this game, right? That's the best way I could describe our playstyle. So I still have a lot of fun with PvP. I haven't come across the extra sweaty people, not yet. Even though technically, like when you see a werewolf, he's extra sweaty. To be honest with you guys. But I know PvP has like a lot of people rubbed the wrong way.
You'll never take me alive, you bastards!
You know, lack of updates and stuff like that from what I've heard.
Hang on. Who goes there? You better stay back, whoever you are, or you'll have the distinct honor of Lady Twilight wearing your guts for garters, and your skin for stockings, and your bones for bonnets? I haven't worked that out yet, but I'll have them. He did? Well, that was considerate. Hey,
He looks kind of cool.
are you saying he doesn't trust us
A
to
little
finish
bit.
the job? Sure, things haven't gone according to plan, but they never do. Seeks the dark? He's my mentor.
So we have to help her, right? We'll
Seeks took off that one.
we'll skip the dialogue, guys.
Think
She's
twice about
like-
hopping across stones
She's in
to learn.
training.
Sometimes they're crocodiles. Get back, you betcha! I'm fairly sure Seeks ran off this way. Fairly. I think I'm getting good at this. I probably should have learned that. Hold on. I don't think I've been this way yet. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Seeks! Hold on. I'll get the lock.
Aerosol, I told you to run.
So there Seeks the Dark.
I did.
Pretty cool looking
But then I
Argonian.
ran into our friend here and...
Pretty cool name too.
Hey! Did you let yourself get caught?
He's actually what
sneaking
inspired me
away?
to have like an Argonian named Fates of Black.
I know when to make an
Like, I
escape.
thought that name was pretty cool.
You, come
Well, I
here.
thought his name was really cool.
Well,
Right, and I have a similar
things
name.
don't always go to plan on a job.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But this is getting ridiculous. Let me guess. Commander Axius sent you in after me.
He's a thief. He got
You know
caught, but he'll be
I'll
alright.
be fine.
And we gotta help him.
The
There we go. One pick lock, courtesy of Lady Twilight.
next time, keep your eyes off the lock. Work by feel and watch your surroundings.
Oh, good point. So, I get that I'm supposed to lead the hostages to safety. We should keep a hostage up on the walls to make it safe.
Something I forget to do is like, they say you should put your weapon away a lot, right? Because you kind of, if your weapon has a charge, it'll waste a charge. But you do get a lot of soul crystals these days, right? So it might not even be a bad thing. Because you can see, like, my weapon is not ready by the time we get into combat a lot of the time. Which is not a good thing. Kind of want to get these moves out quickly.
Hey, whoever you are, get these chains off of us. Are you here to liberate Border Watch? I might know something that can help. When I heard these painted eyes talking about their demands, I thought we were doomed. Maybe a little flat. Well, once the painted eye took hold of the fortress and rounded us up,
So basically, guys, I'll sum it up. We're trying to get a certain item. Somebody's looking for it. We're trying to stop them. These guild. Their mission is to get it too, right? So we're helping them out. Alright, we gotta breeze through most of the dialogue for the most part. I do think it's like listening to at least once if you play the game, though. I do like most of the missions in this game. Most of them. Not all of them. For sure, not all of them.
Who are...
At least in the Blackwood chapter.
Help us. That's better.
Alright, so they're just giving us hints of where to go. Check over here, check down there. They heard a noise over yonder. Right, that kind of stuff.
Please help me.
Whoever you are, please help me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll do whatever they split every...
I don't
Oh
want
crap,
to hurt
he
you,
respawned.
but now I'm
So
going
keep in mind, like, these missions are kind of like, they're open, right? So if someone walked into here, another player, and you would see them running around. This isn't like a enclosed instance where it's your own instance. Actually, you can see somebody's fighting right here. They're making their escape. Right, there go some other people right there too.
Tell me that's the last of them. All this running is drying my scale. Think I had damn near every painted and ain't that not Erithal? If I turn around and you're standing behind me, then so help me.
Seeks, how am I ever going
Isn't
to
it what
become a
else?
legend if I run at the first sign of
Right.
trouble?
All
Running is
the
half
cuter
job. Not that you would know.
females.
Well,
right, I'll just say
never
they're
runners
what
will
elves, right? All the
set
cuter,
Lady
all the
Twilight
cuter
apart
elves are
from the rest.
female. What elves?
Enough
Dark
with
elves
the
don't look
lady
that good in
creep.
this game. The regular elves don't look that good.
Look, I'm going to need a moment to smack some sense into my pupil. Head into the keep and see if you can find the scholar. I'll be right back.
We'll leave him behind.
We're going to review.
Quite odd, because I heard somewhere that wood elves eat people in this particular lore. Is that true? Does anybody know that actually? Well, I heard they can eat people. Well, I mean anybody. Wait, let's not even get into that. All right, let's not get into that. But I heard they have cannibalistic tendencies, right? Let's say that. That's how we can phrase it.
Suppose he'll go. Ooh, that was a bit of a warm-up. I guess this is a fight now.
We have to rescue the Aelid Scholar now, right? That is our mission. I do think it's right around here. What's that
Is
Aelid?
this how you treat
I have
esteemed
no idea.
scholars on the mainland?
He looks like an elf to
I am
me.
Teldun Dindo of Sunholt. The Teldun
Maybe he's
Dindo-
like an old elf.
Well, who are you?
Because it looks like,
Finally,
and I do have
someone
to stress this out,
besides these
guys, that
painted eyes
I don't know anything about Elder
threatened to break
Scrolls,
my left
really.
thumb if I didn't tell them what they wanted.
But all the elves are
Where's my
related, right?
writing from?
Pretty much. So like even the dwarves are elves, from what I understand, or a kind of elf.
Beneath Border Watch's crypt, I believe. There.
Right, friend.
Oh, there's a lot of books here.
I'll keep
Should we read 'em?
tabs on the painted eye.
Let's read them, guys.
We'll lead the scholar to safety. And after that, she won't come back. Right.
Understood. Lesson learned. All right, Mr. Scholar.
It's almost Friday, by the
The
way,
way to
guys.
freedom is just a quick
We're almost done with the
walk
week
through Castle
already.
sewers.
Sewer. I'm a distinguished fellow of
Looks like we didn't even
the
get anything.
Arts.
Let's
You
we got
expect me to
chipped.
muck about in
We're out of here.
Oh,
Let's
it'll
keep
be
our staff out,
fine. You won't even
like I
smell it
wanted
after
to.
a few minutes.
Okay, we have the key to the crypt.
I really don't like your odds.
I'll be honest, I thought that was a player. I thought that was another player, so I walked right up to them. But things worked out in the end. You don't have to fight every enemy, by the way, guys. Some of these guys you might want to fight because they're going to track you down to the door. Right, and then you won't even be able to open the door if you're in combat. Huh.
Would it kill them to run away?
Something's
Well,
not right
no, I
here.
guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should
Something's
try that.
definitely not right. Did I might have possibly went the wrong way, but I don't think I did.
Over here. The painted eye are already inside. We need to keep it. When I first got here, I saw them.
Okay. Yeah, I locked it. The little map icon was off, if you guys noticed. Maybe I was misreading it, but I don't think I was. Look at that, is indeed another player.
Are as dumb as they look, and haven't found the room yet.
That blast bounce, once you get used to it, right? It's extremely fun move. It's basically just a bomb. That's all it is. It's not
How big is this?
not really a minion.
I hope you're watching. Is that the last of them?
But he does a blast bounce thing and he goes boom real good. That's all you can ask.
Big room, big statues. I wager there's some kind of complicated puzzle.
He'll be okay.
Or they could just knock down the wall. Sure, the paint.
I will say this though, I noticed that they do reuse a lot of assets. Right, I've seen this run many, many times.
I've nearly gained control.
And I've only played this game on and off like not that many
Let's get going.
years compared to a lot of other
Relics
ESOers.
must be behind that
Is that what you
barrier.
want to call them?
We've got to stop whatever it is they're doing. Quickly.
We gotta get ahead of Moifire's ultimate, like right now. Oh, get wrecked.
I wasn't
That's it for him.
Were you worried?
See what they dropped. Anything? Nope. Okay.
I won't let this power escape me. I won't.
I don't see that loon coming to stop us.
Nearly.
Keep going.
There.
Gods, I hope that did it. One way to find out. Oh, come on. We smashed all the things.
Fools! Nothing can disrupt this ritual while I possess the power of... This relic! Ah!
Whew. Whatever that was really cushioned my fall. What'd I miss?
You know what?
Let's get out of here.
Now let's get out of here. This whole place is coming down.
Hey. Evil architecture. Very, very cool character.
I know, I said I wouldn't
Love
come
his
back,
name.
but I heard yelling echoing up from a grate, and I was worried, so I followed, and it was slippery, and...
Thank you. If it weren't for you, we couldn't have stopped the painted eye.
You mean it? It was a pretty dramatic entrance, wasn't it? Maybe I should practice.
Don't push it.
Can you believe it? We saved Border Watch. People here will be telling tales of our skullduggery. That's the big climb.
Yeah, we
Sort
did
of.
it.
Well, now that, of course.
This mission is complete.
I've had jobs go, but
I know I'm kind of glossing over it, but
tell the guild
like I said, if you're new, if you haven't done Blackwood, the story is pretty decent.
What do you mean?
I've definitely
I have the relic
seen and
right
heard a lot
here.
worse.
Oh,
That's for
careful.
freaking sure.
Still got bits of painted eye lady on it.
What? When did you?
When you were all, oh, look at the ceiling, it's coming
Right, there's some
down
flavor,
around us."
some flavor
This is
dialogue
why I
in the
should
end.
take the lead
But
next
guys, I
time.
do think we are going to wrap it up for now. Tomorrow we're probably going to pick this back up. Right, try to get some more out of it because we have quite a ways to go. Right, quite a ways. We have quite a lot of story to do. Right, we're not anywhere near complete with this chapter. We have a lot to do. We have to do some dungeons. We have to do some other side story, side missions. Quite a long one tomorrow if we do the one they gave us. Right, so I think we'll pick it up. We'll try to mix it up and get some PvP matches in there just to break up the story. I do want to say, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. You've been watching for a while. I would love for you guys to watch me live, though, guys. If you don't know who I am, by the way, you've been watching all this time. My name is Frank Gallows, and I stream every day, guys, or as often as possible. We are working on building up the stream. Those of you that know, I've got a PC and everything. Lately, we have our digital camera, we have our microphone, we have all that stuff, right? I am rearranging things, trying to see what works before we do the big, I guess, what do you want to call it, face reveal? We call it that. It's not really a goal or anything. We're just going to do it, right? I don't need any incentive, guys, right? So just give me a little time. We'll get ready soon. Everybody watching on Twitch, I do want to say thank you as well. See you guys tomorrow. Guys, have a great night. Catch you later, guys.